Hello, so how is everybody? I haven't done a video for a while, but I just haven't had the time. But I'm making sure I've made the time for this one because this is something I really, really want to point out and talk about. So this is in light of the controversy around Sam Morsy, the Ipswich captain, and Mark Gay, the defender who plays for Crystal Palace. And well, first of all, Sam Morsy's refusal to wear the rainbow armband, and Mark Gay's defacing of his rainbow armband. And the thing that I find, I'm going to touch on Mark Gay first because I'll get this one out of the way quite quickly. The thing that I find quite incredible about that is that they're talking about getting him into trouble for putting forward some sort of political statement. So what the fuck is wearing the armband in the first place, or being made to wear the armband in the first place? So you cannot be a complete and utter fucking hypocrite about this. If you're forcing someone or trying to force someone to promote a political agenda, you cannot do them for also putting forward their own. You either have politics in football or you don't. And for me, don't. Don't fucking bother. Football is football. And as much as people say, oh yeah, but these people have these footballers have the ability to influence in the right way. No. They're influencing in some way, but they're influencing against somebody else. They're pushing forward a particular narrative or agenda. Fuck that. Let them play football. That's what people like them for. They start pushing these political agendas and people start disliking them. So don't. So getting on to Sam Morsy. Now, I'm not a lover of the faith of Islam, and you know that, and I have my reasons for that, and it's not because I'm racist. It's not, so don't try and twist it in that way. But Sam Morsy is expressing his right to refuse to wear an armband, and they were actually talking about the possibility of sanctions for him. Now, I'll tell you something now, right? That is enforced fascism. That is fascism. You wear that armband or you'll get in trouble. Fuck you. And I'm glad he gave him one of them. One big one of them. Fuck off. I'm going to touch on a part of this now that is pissing me off. Because in light of all this thing with Sam Morsy, is the comparison with him and James McLean, where the rainbow armband and the poppy concerned. So, ain't it any different if James McLean refuses to wear a poppy? Fuck off. Right? And I'll tell you fucking something now, right? LGBTQ, or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, right? Their armbands or their rainbow images, right, is a far cry from people wearing a poppy to remember people who gave the ultimate sacrifice for us. People who died, and in some cases the most horrific of ways, during a fucking war, right, to protect our country. 2 world wars and all the other wars that came either side as well and in between, right? How the fuck, right, you're going to compare a rainbow armband to wearing a poppy when it's a national period of remembrance the poppy stands for? Is remembering people who gave up their lives. How the fuck does that compare with LGBTQ+? Tell me something. How the fuck, first of all, is a poppy a political statement? No, it is a symbol of remembrance and appreciation. So get your fucking heads out your asses if you actually believe that there is a comparison to be made between the two. Fuck off. Honestly. Now, I've got nothing against LGBTQ+. Nothing against gays, lesbian, trans. People are who they are, and people make their choices for their own body and their own lives, and I respect it all. But the thing is, the rainbow symbol for me, it is a symbol of a particular group of people believing that the general populace has an axe to grind with that particular community. So every time I see a rainbow flag, that's them saying the world is homophobic. So we're flying this flag to show that we're here and we're proud of who we are. You don't need it. I respect these people. I respect them. It doesn't matter. I'm quite simple. If you're a good person, doesn't fucking matter what else there is to do with you. The colour of your skin, the sexuality, your faith, None of it matters. If you're a good person, I will respect you until you give me a reason not to. And all I ask is the same in return. It's quite simple. So the rainbow flag for me is for me an image that tells me that they think that I'm homophobic, so they have to wave that flag in my face to say, you can't be homophobic to me anymore. I was never in the fucking first place. So the whole rainbow thing pisses me off anyway. But how the hell anyone can compare it to a poppy is beyond me. You know, you got to have something sick in your fucking head if you actually believe that there's a comparison to be made there. So I was debating someone who basically turned around and tried claiming that more gay people have been thrown from buildings for being gay than British soldiers that died in any of the world wars. Now, I know circa 1.2 to 1.3 million soldiers, British soldiers died in both of those across both world wars. And I asked a question, right? And I never got a response. And I know exactly why I didn't get a response, because they had nothing they could say. So I asked, thrown off buildings, to say, would these be people that have been thrown off buildings in the UK? Or are they people who've been thrown off buildings in countries that are religiously dominated by a religion that the LBGTP, see what I mean? That the LGBTQ plus community actually allies with or protects, as a social justice kind of action, shall we say. And they never responded, and I know why. Because basically in Muslim countries it's illegal to be gay and it's punishable by death, and usually they like to throw them off of a building, and that's how gay people are treated in those countries. But the LGBTQ plus community, we know it isn't really about gay pride. It's all about a political agenda, and these people who make up these political agendas obviously have Islam and Islamophobia as something that they help with, or they believe they're helping with. But they don't realise how much of a fucking hypocrite they are. How daft it is that they're protecting two groups that effectively should fucking hate each other. And then there's a reason. Sam Morsi is a Muslim, and he believes that that homosexuality is a sin. But that is a religious belief. That's not him hating people for being gay. That is him siding with the religion he's been taught all his life. Now, I don't agree with it. I think everybody should accept everybody for who they are. And my standard being, if you show me respect, I show you respect. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or what you believe in. If everybody had that philosophy in life, it'd be a much nicer world. But unfortunately, that philosophy doesn't quite fit with certain people with these political agendas. And unfortunately, these people control certain elements of certain things, and that's why in football the rainbow thing is pushed, but nothing else is allowed to be, except they'll do the poppy, but that's not a political agenda. That is a national symbol of remembrance. So I hope people get that fucking right in future and stop trying to compare the two. James McLean is a bellend because he is pushing an anti-British agenda. He's not refusing to wear the poppy because of what happened on Bloody Sunday. Because if anybody wants to associate the fucking scoundrels that committed that act with the poppy, then they're wrong in the fucking head themselves anyway. So for me, if you're pushing, if you're refusing to wear a poppy because of that, you are pushing something much bigger than that. It is an anti-British agenda run by the IRA supporting side of Ireland, and is as pure and simple as that. So there we go. There's my 10 minutes nearly up. Who agrees, who disagrees? I'm looking forward to the comments on this one, and thanks for watching.